Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Banjo-Tooie. Last time, we explored more of Glitter Gulch Mines and we learned ourselves our second move here in this world, the Beak Bayonet. And with this move, we're ready to go ahead and enter the depths of the ordnance storage and defuse a whole bunch of TNT. So let's go ahead and do just that. So at the end of the last episode, we were told as soon as we defuse one of these TNTs, then the rest of them are going to start their timers. So we have 200 seconds to defuse all this TNT. It's going to be a lot of defusing, but let's go ahead and do it. So we're going to be running around this whole mine and just using our beaks here to stab a whole bunch of TNT in hopes that it's not going to blow up, but it's going to just be immediately diffused. Not sure how that works, but we'll take it. At least it doesn't kill us right on impact. That's honestly what I would really expect to have happen, but hey, it's a cartoon video game. Anything's possible. So, we were told if we shoot a single one of these TNT things, it would just blow up the whole mine immediately. So we can't use our eggs at all in here. You can use the eggs to kill the enemies in this area, but that's it. And I honestly don't recommend using eggs here, period, for that reason. It's going to be very easy for our eggs to clip one of these TNTs and just blow up the whole area. So you're better off just using your beak bayonet to kill things. It's honestly just the safer way to go. So we're just going to be doing that. Be a little bit slower in combat. At the same time, it saves us eggs and also saves us time to redo this whole section. So yeah, let's just go ahead and stab a whole bunch of TNT. It's a little bit of an awkward thing to do, especially since they move around pretty fast. But just have a good enough aim, and then you should be able to whack these TNT. Now, if these stupid prospector enemies wouldn't get in my way, then this wouldn't be nearly as bad. There's a lot of little dips and turns in this area, so it can be a little confusing on a first playthrough to navigate these mines. But luckily, you can explore this area to your heart's content before you hit your first thing of TNT. The second you hit your TNT and then it starts to blow up, then you're on a timer for the rest of this level. So I recommend on a first playthrough, just explore the area and then just get a feel of it. And once you have a feel of this map and know exactly where you're going, then attack the TNT. But there you go. That was our final TNT. We did it. Much obliged, you partners. How obliged? We talking reward here? Well, all I got is this funny shaped nugget. I reckon you can have that. Well, luckily for us, that funny shaped nugget is a Jiggy. And that's exactly what we want, so I'll take it. Now let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and just find a ramp to get out. There's 2 ramps we can go ahead and use to escape this area. But luckily for us, we were actually close to one of them. So it wasn't too bad to leave this area. There you go. This area's all cleared out. And that was our first person section of Glitter Gulch Mine taken care of. So let's get out of here. Here's our Jiggy. Let's go ahead and grab this and put Kazooie back in the backpack. Now, this is our second world of the game, and this was our second shooting section. It's not going to become a recurring theme in the game. You would think that every world will have a shooting section because both World 1 and 2 have a shooting section. But not all of them do, so luckily for us, we won't be doing that in like World 3 or World 4. We can go ahead and skip out and then return to that kind of thing in later worlds. Get a nice little break every once in a while from it. That'd be nice. But here we are, we're in Mumbo's skull because now we need Mumbo's help here to do a couple different things in the land. So, let's go ahead and ask Mumbo to get off his chair and help. Welcome again, Baron Bird. We got a Globo. Must give magic creature to Mumbo if want help. Want Mumbo's help? What do you think? We're here for a reason, dude. We want your help, definitely. We need all the help we can get. Usual spiel, throw it in bag. And now he's ready to go. I always wondered as a kid, how does Mumbo fit that giant staff in his tiny little skirt? That doesn't make any sense. It just kind of pulls this thing out of nowhere. It's like, okay, sure. I'll have to believe that this fit in your pants. Even though it's bigger than your pants. Cartoons. I swear, they just make up what they want. Hey, that weird tangent just got us over to the train station. Let's go ahead and use Mumbo's power here to activate this train. Really, Mumbo's magic is just levitating things in this world, so we're just basically picking up this train and flipping it back over. So with Mumbo's magic here, put it back on the rail and connect it to the cart that's sitting right behind it. But we can't do anything with this train as Mumbo, so we'll be coming back here at Banjo-Kazooie and then seeing what's inside that train. So there's that. Train is ready to go and ready to leave the station. Unfortunately for that train, it doesn't really have anywhere to go. There's no other train tracks opened up to it right now. It's just the ones here in Glitter Gulch Mine, so it's not going to be going far. But for us, let's go ahead and make our way over to the crushing shed. Because when we first got here to Glitter Gulch Mine, we activated the stuff in this shed, but we didn't do anything with it. But for us, there is this Jiggy boulder just sitting outside that is very conveniently placed. We can't destroy this boulder even with Kazooie's new build drill move. So we'll just use Mumbo's magic here, just throw it into this building and grind up the boulder instead. Because that's the next best thing if you can't use the drill bill. Now this cutscene can take a very long time. Honestly, at this point in the game, feel free to put down your controller and walk away and just do some stuff. You know, take a bathroom break, get a drink, make a sandwich, do your taxes. Probably finish all that stuff before this cutscene's over. It's even worse on the N64 version. This cutscene lags a lot on the N64. This takes almost double the time to watch on N64. But yeah, it's a very long cutscene just to show that this thing is going to the grinder. But this is what we want because we're grinding up this boulder in multiple pieces to get the Jiggy freed. It does have a bad side effect though because we may have just grinded up the boulder to get the Jiggy out, but we also grind the Jiggy up too. So we have to collect pieces of the Jiggy now. That was a weird jingle. Can we hear it again? Oh, that was closer. Can we get one more piece of the puzzle to get a full jingle? Hey, there it is. So we need to collect 3 pieces of the Jiggy to make one whole one. So that was a little weird, but there's a clever way to get a Jiggy. We usually just find those things and grab them whole. So grabbing one in pieces, that was very unique. But that's all Mumbo can do here in Glitter Gulch Mine, so time to take him back to his throne and control Banjo-Kazooie once again. So there you go. Mumbo can rest. Now it's time for us to finish up what we can do here in Glitter Gulch. So first things first, gonna go ahead and jump down here, and we're gonna make our way actually over to the crushing shed because I want to go ahead and explore one other area we couldn't really do anything with at the time we were over here with Banjo-Kazooie. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter this cavern, and now with our build drill move, we can go ahead and do everything that's required for us in this area. So this here is the toxic gas cave. So as the name implies, this is filled with a whole bunch of toxic gas, so we can't stay in here for that long. So we want to go ahead and just open up these boulders as fast as we can and get out of here. We got ourselves a honeycomb piece and a Jinjo in here. We want to grab both those things and get out. We don't have that much air left. But let's see what's under this final boulder before we leave, just to be safe. And in here is just a thing of health, which was kind of useless. Let's get out of here before we suffocate. So that's everything we can do in there. And now, let's go ahead and make our way over to the warp point and make our way over to that train station. Because I want to see what's in that train. And with Banjo, we can go ahead and climb the ladder to get in it. So, let's go ahead and do so. Warp over to the train station and say hi to train. I love when the enemies pop out in this area, they just go yeehaw. It was always the thing I liked as a kid, just hearing random yeehaws. It's just a nice flavor touch to this area. One of the more unique enemies here, in my opinion. This is my train control pad. Okay, mystery voice. You have to battle me before you go anywhere. Huh? Who said that? Sounds like it came from inside that boiler. Well, if it did, let's go inside the boiler and see what it was. I wonder what's under that big pile of coal in the corner. Maybe it's a Jiggy. That doesn't look like a Jiggy. Who dares enter old King Cole's boiler? I'm Banjo, and this is Kazooie. We want to use your train. You would, huh? In that case, I'll fight you for it. But you're supposed to be a merry old soul. Not me, pal. But you'll soon be feeling my merry old soul on the top of your puny heads. So this is our boss of Glitter Gulch Mine, Old King Cole. We want to go ahead and be careful here because we're on a timer, and we will die if that hits 0. Also, after a while, King Cole will activate the fire in this room, so we don't want to be on the ground when he activates the fire, because obviously that will hurt. Oh, great loss. I still got another. So the more damage you do to Old King Cole, he'll lose more body parts, so let's go ahead and just knock him down until he's nothing. If I don't need arms to beat you. Are you sure about that? We'll see. We'll see if you still need arms to beat me or not. I'll just run into you with my invincibility and just do 2 damage. It's a whole lot. Honestly, your best bet in this fight is just to use eggs from a distance, because that is probably the safest thing to do. And especially when King Cole stops to do his little groan attack, it makes it even easier. Perhaps we just sit down and talk about this? What's to talk about? You don't have a head. In fact, how can you talk to me now? There's no head. No head in the body, no talking for you. Get out of here. Okay. Perhaps I'll let you use my train after all. But don't you dare hit anything. I've only just polished. Well, that was gruesome. Just killed the guy who owns this train, but hey, left the Jiggy for us. That's a good trade-off. So, yeah, now we can actually use this train whenever we want. So, that was nice of Old King Cole. But unfortunately for us, if we hit this go pad, there's no train stations open for my train to go. So, we can't leave with this train right now. Unfortunately, it's going to have to stay here because we need to activate more train stations for it to actually traverse the land. So we'll keep that in mind for later. But now, I'm going to go ahead and pause here and view our totals, because at this point, we should have basically everything in this world but 2 things. So, from the looks of things, actually, we have ourselves 1 missing Jinjo, and we have ourselves 2 missing Jiggies. Now, I know exactly what these things are. The Jinjo and a Jiggy we have to backtrack for, because the Jinjo actually, believe it or not, we can't get right now. We actually need to get it from a different world entrance in the Glitter Gulch Mine. The other Jiggy that we're missing, we need the spring shoes for, which we don't have access to for quite some time. And the other Jiggy we're missing actually is a Jiggy that we can get right now, but we do have to backtrack to Mayhem Temple for it. So I'm going to go ahead and just show off the Jiggy tips while we're here. Just to confirm my statements, as you can see, the 2 things we need to do is rescue the rat from Mayhem Temple, and we'll be able to do that here very soon, and the one that's behind the exterior waterfall, and that's the Jiggy we can't get for quite some time. So yeah, we're done here for now, so let's go ahead and get to the world entrance and get out of here. We're done with everything we can do in Glitter Gulch, so let's go back to the Isle of Hags. So back out here in Isle of Hags, the first thing I want to go ahead and do is make my way over to this rock and use the build drill to open it up and get myself some Jinjo. So that was a nice Jinjo just waiting for us. So let's go ahead and make our way over to World 3, which conveniently for us is not that far over. So I want to go ahead and just use a fire egg here to activate this switch, opening up this gate, which will lead us to a new portion of the Isle of Hags. Mainly for us, the portion that has our entrance to World 3. We already opened up the way to World 3 earlier on, since we had more than enough Jiggies to go ahead and solve the puzzle. So I'm mainly just coming over here to activate the warp point to get to this area. So there you go. That's activated. We got ourselves some notes over here, so let's go ahead and grab those. And we got a move we can go ahead and learn. So let's go ahead and talk to Jam Jars. For blasting things these eggs were made, don't stand close when you fire a grenade. That'll be all. Dismissed. So yeah, now we have a new egg type, the grenade eggs. The grenade eggs here pack a punch. These are definitely some of the strongest eggs in the entire game, but they do come at a cost, and that's you can only carry 25 of these things at a time. So they're very powerful, but the developers knew that and only gave you a certain amount, so we can't abuse these things. But hey, look at that, we have Wugga's Wigwam just sitting out here. Pay her a visit.
I have very special spell, but need legendary Mega Globo.
Let me guess. I bet there's only one of these Mega Globo things, and it's really hard to find.
Bird correct. Now go and find. You not have Mega Globo. Return when due.
Yeah, so, as Humba there is saying, there's one specific Globo we need to find, and we don't have it. We're actually not going to be getting that Globo for a long time, so that's more or less something I wanted to go ahead and show off, but yeah, we can't do anything about that yet. But here we are, we're at our next world in the game, we're ready to go ahead and enter it, but I'm actually going to go ahead and enter this world in the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Banjo-Tooie, we'll go ahead and start exploring World 3. I'll see you guys next time.